Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my challenge for this month's Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group event, which is, well, it's our spending freeze, as you know, over in the group. January and June are our spending freezes. And Sarah, whose group it is, always comes up with a series of challenges, ideas, motivation to help us dig into our stash and not buy for the entire month. And this month, many of us are just posting some fun little challenges for you to get into your stash, to use your stuff, use your tools, use your paper, and not spend. And today is my turn. And my challenge to you, my friends, is to create your background with either stamps or punches or dies or stencils and just some cardstock. It can be white cardstock, colored cardstock, whatever you would like, but create your background. And ideally, that will also entail using up some scraps because, of course, you know, it is also Baby Got Scraps month. So ideally using your scraps. Now, I will have a prize. All the details will be over in the Facebook group, so make sure if you're not a member over there, follow the link down below and join us. And my prize to you will be 5 packages of sequins, and I'll be using some sequins a little bit in this design, of course. So, before I get to my layout, let me show you a couple of examples here of easy ways to create a sort of fun background. And part of this is inspired by a lovely class on her membership group that Sarah did give us. 2 classes, by the way, actually. One which was backgrounds, which tended to be quite mixed media-y, if that's a word. Oh my goodness me, that was some paper falling from my paper tower. Sorry about that. And the other one was a touch of whimsy, where she did all sorts of shapes, which could double as embellishments and background. So here are 2 that I did recently. This one was over in the Dottie About Flair group, and it was my day to guest design for the Happy Holidays event. And it was also a sketch. So this one combines some scraps using paper scraps as strips and banner pieces all across one half of the layout, and then some inking and stenciling along the bottom half of the layout. There's an idea for you. Here is another one that I did very recently using scraps, and this is actually a scrap lift of my dear friend Adam from Scrappy Adam, who had a challenge for you just last week. And this is using paper strips all along. A little bit of mixed media in the back, a little bit of stenciling with just some ink on the background, and then paper strips all along our background. So there are 2 examples for you. And what I want to do today, I've got this lovely, lovely little photo, and you know, if you follow me, that I actually scrapbooked this just very, very recently, but I wanted to give one to Gwen, of course, and then one for her brother, who's this little Pookie's dad. So I thought I would do this one again with you, and I want to use my hexagon dies. You know I love, love, love hexagon. So I'm going to use my hexagon dies, these lovely and colorful paper strips in greens and blues, and these sort of match the photo here beautifully. I've got some simple stories, some doodle bug, some Bella Boulevard besties, some older Stampin' Up, And this one, I'm not even sure where that comes from. This little Vicky Bouton scrap that was on my desk. So my idea is to use different sizes of hexagons and to make even a couple of shaker pockets for you maybe. So let me go off and start playing with this. I will put right here 2 or 3 more photos of ideas from you, because one that I did that I'm going to put here with hexagons was just using a stencil and different colored inks, which was based on a sketch, I think, in one of the recent 30 Days of Sketches. So there's another idea. You can just use stencils and ink. You can stamp, all sorts of ideas. Back in a second, my friends. Okay, my friends, so let's get a little bit of a background done. So I mentioned just before I paused that I would insert a few photos, but so that it sort of didn't break the video up, I will put other examples at the end of this video instead. So now, while I was thinking, I showed you this photo, but now I also have this photo from the same occasion, and we'll just see once I've done the background which photo I actually want to use. So I got these lovely dies, and I just did some die cutting in the various different sizes, different colors from the scraps that I had on my desk that I showed you. So I have all sorts of hexagons here to build my background, but I definitely want to do a couple of shaker pockets. So an easy way to do shaker pockets is to first cut a background. So let's say we take this one and just die cut that, so you can see sort of that I did that here. And then so that you can have the top piece, you die cut again, but with the next size down just placed in there. And that gives you this outline, which is so much fun. So you see here, I could just do something like that. Oh, isn't that cute, actually? Oh, well, who knows? We just might. So that gives you, and that makes for such an easy way. It's almost a little bit of a cheater method, a very easy way to get a fun shaker pocket done. So you can see here that I did this one, and in this one I used the Fern Gully from the January release. This is gorgeous. It's got the greens, it's got a little bit of the purple in it, some sort of tealy, turquoisey blue. Just a fun mix. So I thought I would just spend a little bit of time with you making the next one. So let me see, what am I going to do here? This is not the one. Where is the one that I was going to put on the top here? It was one of these. Now, where did I put it? Okay, hang on, let me come back. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness me, how can you just lose something? Ugh, it took me forever to find it. Anyway, so there we go. So you can see the acetate is already on it. All I do for is I take my lovely, these lovely sheets, the Sequin Shaker acetate sheets from Spiegel Mom Scraps. They are perfect thickness. They work beautifully. And all I do is stick my acetate, so sort of stick it onto the backing, put some glue around here, leaving just this edge. I don't know whether you can tell here that does not have glue. And then I go with my scissors and cut all the way around it. Easy peasy. So I now have this ready. I'm going to go in. I want to use Tranquil Gardens for this one. I sort of think it matches the colors beautifully. So I'm going to go in with my little spoon here and just get a few of these lovely, there we go, get a little bit more of the blue, and Oh, should I put a little butterfly? Let's just put a little butterfly for the fun of it. There we go, because we can. And then, oh, of course, there you go. And then very carefully, just put that in here. Very carefully, I'm just going to remove, and the tape comes off very, very easily on these. So very carefully I do that so that the sequins don't move around too much. There we go. And this little guy over here. Move this around, pop that there. One more here. And one more here. There we go. So once I have all of that, I just take my sheet, and hopefully my head here won't get in the way and I will still be in frame. And I just pop that there. There we go. Isn't that cool? There we go, my friends. So, background using dies. As I mentioned before, we can do stamps and punches and border strips. So, now that we have that, then the next question I have is, do I want to get these on a bit of a pattern paper background? Definitely no. You see, now you see my first reaction was that was going to be way too busy. Yes, I think it is. And this might even, but then I was a bit worried that the white might not be enough. But now you see, once I start just laying these down, yeah, I find that is a bit distracting. So I think if I had sort of the Bella Boulevard Besties, the graph paper in like an off-white, but I don't have any of those left, that might have been nice, or the sort of whitish one. I think that might have been nice, but I find the polka dots here are a little bit distracting. So let's just go back to some white cardstock here and start arranging these in a nice, pleasing way. I definitely want, I think I want this lovely shaker to sort of start it all up, and then maybe use here the blue. And this Vicky Bouton one here, maybe. Now you see, here is my thing. Now, do I want to use this photo, or do I want to use this photo? I think I still want to use this photo. So let's sort of pop it here as we're organizing things. So I'm going to bring this down just a bit, this as well, so that we can get that down here. There we go. And use this. Let me see here. No, I don't want to. Let's use this one maybe. Pop that in that little corner. Use the blue here. And then you see what I think I might want to do is use something. Oh, here, let's do something like this. Something like this with something like, let's see, something like that. Hang on, let me do this because I think I want to get this in here. I love sort of how that looks, but I might want to then put this one here, maybe? How about if we did something like that? I don't know, huh? I kind of want, oh, maybe here, up here? Something like this, maybe? Yeah, there we go. I think I like something like that. So you see, it's really just sort of building around here. I'm going to map the photo. So let me go off and get this background done, my friends, and I will be back to show you that, and then we'll finish this layout together. Okay, so there is our background made of hexagons, and this time I used my dies to create this, as I showed you a little bit before. And I started putting this together with you. So I got my photo up on foam. We got this down, and then I really just sort of played some puzzle pieces with the hexagons, different sizes, popped a couple of them up here on foam, a couple overlapping, the other fun shaker pocket here as well to give a little extra texture and interest and detail, and I love this. So this is your challenge. We'll finish the layout together in just a second, but your challenge, as I mentioned before, is to create a background using punches. You could use circles or squares or rectangles. You could use paper strips, border punches, stamps. Create a background using your tools from your stash and scraps from your stash. Make sure you're a member over at the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. Everything will be there. I'll have a post. I'm going to leave the challenge open for sure through the end of the month, since our freeze goes right through to the end of the month. There is a prize of 5 sequin mixes that I will send to a randomly chosen winner. And like I mentioned before, at the end of this video, you're going to see some other examples. I've done a hexagon background with stamps. I've done a circle one, squares, strips. So I'm going to put a few more examples for you. Now, once you have this, it's nice, bright, and colorful. It really doesn't need an awful lot more. And of course, I matted my cardstock on this pattern paper that I had showed you that I thought I might use. In the end, I matted the layout on there. So I've gone to get myself fun perspectives here that I think I'll just pop there, which will be a fun title. Let's get that there. How are we doing here? Yes, we're still recording. Oh, that phone. So let's see if I can get this down. There we go. I always use my liquid glue for these gorgeous perspectives, and they stick beautifully. I really, really love working with these. I've got my subscription to the Foxbox, and I occasionally add a couple of little add-ons. I did not this month, but I really, really do love working with these. So let's just pop that right there. Let's have fun, which is a perfect little title. As I mentioned before, this is for Gwen. It's the second time I do this photo, so I've done it twice. One will be for Gwen's album, so Toddler Diego's album, and the other will go to her brother, who is lovely little Catalea's dad. So now I've popped a few things in my little bowl here, some flair, a couple more perspectives, some Nicole Jones 911 printables, and the first thing I feel like doing is, yeah, you see, let's get that there, and I'm going to pop that up on foam. There we go. A couple of foam dots here, and pop these up. Put that in my bowl, because it really a little bit different shapes, and so there you go. Now pop that there. So now let's have fun, I guess you could say. And then I think I might pop this one here, the memories, over on this side, which gives another little bit. So let's do that as well. We'll pop those two up here. There we go. So how have you been doing on the freeze, my friends? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you take a cheat day? I did. I took a cheat day. This is going up on the 18th. My cheat day was on Friday the 14th, and it was my lovely friend's Adam, Scrappy Adam. It was his website launching the Dotty About Flair. Adam had a challenge, by the way, for us here in the group last week, but he was launching his website and the January release. So that was my cheat. I popped on over there. Oh, maybe these little flowers. What do you think? Do you think we could pop that sort of there like that? That would be cute. Yeah, let's do one flat to the page. Just do one flat to the page and have it overlap here a little bit, and then pop the other one up on foam. So we can get that down and finish this off. There we go. I think that will be cute. And then I think we'll get a couple of flare on here for sure. Yeah, you see now this needs to be up a little bit higher or lower. Yeah, a little bit lower. There we go. So that I can pop that up. So there we go. Something there. And then let's just have a look. We could put a fun flare here with maybe, how about something like that? Yeah, I kind of like that. My goodness me, this is just finishing itself off. It's going swimmingly, isn't it, my friends? I think, once you have that background, now it does take a little while to make, but not all that long, and it feels so good to use your tools, use your scraps, use our stamps, don't you think? There we go. And then we'll pop this one. Oh, did I get the, no, I didn't get the backing off here. I thought I had taken the backing off all of these, but this one I only did the one side. So there we go. Let's just pop that. There we go. And let's put that sort of right there. There we go. Maybe we could pop another one in here. Yeah, I think there's like a little hole. See, you sort of just go in and maybe fill in a couple of the gaps with a few little things. And I sort of like that right there. There we go. And then since I have those, let's maybe go pop one more somewhere over here, I guess, maybe. What do you think? Should we put it here? Yeah, let's put it on top. Yeah, let's just put it on top there. Oh, I didn't take the backing off this one either. My goodness me, I only did half a job as we were doing this, my friends, didn't I? There we go. But these come off, the Bramble Fox ones, they come off so easily. It's really, and I love that they, you can see them easily as well. Well, there we go. Let's pop that there. So there we go. I think we have that. And then maybe, let's get another flare. Could we just pop one here right in the middle? I think we could. No, I don't like it like there. It needs to be off. Something like that, I think. What do you think? I think we could pop another flare right there in sort of that nice lime green. It will bring in the lime green. Pop that in the middle and pop that right there. And there's some little stars there. So there you go. And then I think the only thing, I think this is fun. There's a little bit of interest everywhere. We could probably get maybe one more flare in, sort of something like that. What do you think? Oh, I think probably the blue one. Yeah, I think I like the blue one a little bit better. Let's pop one there. So that gives us 3 flare, 3 hearts, the perspective hearts. Those little flowers up there are on their own, but they're kind of cute. Just there on their own are 2 lovely shaker pockets. There we go. And then let's just say here, if we have maybe a couple of little stickers that we could add. Something here like Best of Buds. Put that there. Maybe with the pink one here, BFFs Forever, maybe. Yeah, let's pop that there. And then, do I need anything else? Maybe Be Silly. How about if we did Be Silly? Be Silly, and just pop that there. Be Silly. So there you go. And I think that does it, my friends. So there you go. As I said, let me know down below how you are doing on the freeze for January. Make sure you're a member of the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. I will have that link down below. Play along with the challenge. And there are quite a few other challenges by lots of my lovely creative friends over there. So make sure you go get inspired to use your stash and not spend this month. And I will see you back here very, very soon. Thanks for being here, friends.